My fellow Americans, I come to you today to talk about what's going on in our country. Right now, we're in the midst of the confirmation process for the next Supreme Court Justice, Elena Kagan. This candidate scares me, I'll be honest with you. She is a very devout liberal, and she will pretty much be a rubber stamp for the Obama agenda. With that said, she is not even qualified, in my opinion, to hold the job of a Supreme Court Justice. She has never been a judge. She has very minimal actual court time experience as a lawyer. The first time she actually tried a case in court, from what I've read, is while working for the Obama administration, trying some cases at the Supreme Court level. And during the confirmation process, she has been very vague, and that's putting it mildly, with her answers. She has been very good, in my opinion, about answering questions by not actually answering them. She has said that she supports the courts making laws. She doesn't feel that the courts should overturn a law just because it's a stupid law.
And I think that courts would be wrong to strike down laws that they think are senseless just because they're senseless.
Well, I guess
I'm pretty sure that's the point of overturning a law, because it's a stupid law. But not in her opinion. She is basically, in my opinion, stated that the Congress can make any laws that they want, including what type of food you must eat every day. And that question was asked to her in the confirmation hearing. And her basic answer to that question was that it would be a stupid law, but in her opinion, the courts shouldn't overturn the law just because it's stupid. We just had a case go before the Supreme Court, in which case it was about our Second Amendment rights, the right to bear arms. And that came back on a 5-4 ruling in favor of the Second Amendment, which tells me there's 4 members on the Supreme Court who don't agree with the Second Amendment. If Elena Kagan gets confirmed, there will be 5 members on the Supreme Court who do not support or believe in the Second Amendment. This is not good for us as Americans. Our Constitution, our Bill of Rights, give us inalienable rights. They want to alienate us from our rights. They want to take rights from us that they have no right to take from us. They want to pass laws that restrict what we can do given our freedoms. And, that's not cool. It's really not good for government to try to overrule our Constitution. We need to stand up and we need to fight for our rights. And we cannot be afraid to upset the people who are in office right now. Because we don't work for them. They work for us. We're their boss. They need to listen. If they don't want to listen, kick them out. We need to show them that we mean business. We need to show them in November that they cannot push us around anymore. And if they want to keep trying to do that, we're not going to let them keep their jobs. So please, get out and vote in November. And please contact your congressman and your senator and let them know that you do not want Elena Kagan as the next Supreme Court Justice. For the love of God and country and our Constitution, please insist that she does not get confirmed of Senator Byrd's passing. Unfortunately, even though right now the Democrats have a pretty strong majority, and they can pretty much push things through. Now, there are only right now, currently, 99 members in the Senate. Because they may not have agreed with his policies completely. My condolences do go out to his family for his passing. It was, from what I've heard, a very sad day in Congress. Now, with that said, that means that they need another Republican to cross the aisle for Kagan's confirmation. Now, that's assuming that they don't try to go with a simple majority vote and go with a 60-vote majority. I'll be honest, though, too. I'm not 100% familiar with the confirmation process for a Supreme Court. I don't know if they can do it with a simple 50% plus one vote, or if they need to go with a 60% majority. I'm hoping that it's a 60-vote majority, and I'm hoping that they don't get it. Elena Kagan was nominated for a court appointment by the Clinton administration, and she didn't make it through her confirmation. As a matter of fact, her confirmation hearing never actually came up. They never brought her up for confirmation before Clinton's term expired. Now, that could be for a reason. They didn't feel that she was qualified for a lower court position. And if she wasn't qualified for a position with a lower court, she's definitely not qualified for a position with the high court. And I know that you don't have to have been a judge prior to serving on the Supreme Court. I just think that you should have some kind of judicial experience, some kind of being a judge under your belt before you take on that role. She has stated in her confirmation hearings that it's hard for her to take off one hat and put on another when they asked her questions about cases that she tried on behalf of the government. If that's the case, how is she going to be able to put on the hat of a judge and take off the political hat, or take off her lawyer hat and put on her judge hat? I don't know if she realizes that the job of a judge isn't to try a case, it's to decide a case. And I don't think she can do that. And so that's why I want you to contact your congressmen, your senators, and let them know that Elena Kagan is not the right one for the job. She's a devout liberal. She's basically, from what I've read about her, Obama in a dress. And that's just not cool. We don't need that on the Supreme Court. She's tried to pass herself off in her confirmation hearings as being kind of conservative, kind of middle of the road, impartial. She's not going to be impartial. She supports Obamacare. She supports the stripping of our Second Amendment rights. As a matter of fact, she even said in her hearing that she has no feelings one way or the other about the Second Amendment.
About your judicial, I'm asking you, Elena Kagan, do you personally believe there is a fundamental right in this area? And what I'm asking you is, do you agree with that?
Senator Coburn, to be honest with you, I don't have a view of what are natural rights independent of the Constitution.
So, which tells me she doesn't care about our Constitution. So, on that note, I'm going to sign off on this. That's what I have to say about Elena Kagan. So, like I said, get out and vote in November. Contact your congressmen and your senators. Let them know we mean business. Alright? So, until next time, take care, and God bless America.